Hi traders, good morning. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency. And before we take a look at the markets, wanted to let you know that we have free indicators at elitecurrency.com. Check out this link right here. It will be added in the box below as well in the description, and download all of these that you like. Some of them are paid as well, some special ones. If you're interested in that, of course, feel free to check that out too. All right, Thursday, 2 days later after our last video, and the euro dollar has kind of lost its uptrend a little bit, still light blue, so indicating a little bit of an advantage to the bulls, but the pound dollar clearly in the red and the dollar yen too. So those are definitely bearish at this point. From a euro dollar point of view, I think it's at a key support zone at 112.75, even down to 112.50 in theory. But I think especially here at 112.75 here, 112.80, it's key, this reaction, because if price is making an ABC correction within that wave 4, then this would be a pretty good bouncing spot. The confirmation that the wave 4 is finished is when price breaks above the 21 EMA high. That high is at the moment around 113.11ish, 10ish. So a break above that should, in my view, send us higher, as a target is 114/114, I think 40ish even. It could even extend up to 115, right? So those are the targets for the upside. Now, if price does not manage to break above the 21 EMA high and instead breaks through this 112.75 and eventually through 112.50 and this long-term moving average, then this could be back in a downtrend. This could have been an ABC correction right here. Sorry, I want to use this there, ABC, and we might be in a downtrend, but price needs to break below that long-term moving average from my point of view. So for the moment, I'm looking at a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential as the most likely scenario. You know where my invalidation levels are, you know where my confirmation levels are, and you know where my targets are. And if it breaks through that once again, then I think that we're looking at a bearish trend, looking for clear momentum, flag, and continuation basically. So that's pretty straightforward, I guess, on the euro dollar for the moment. And just adding quickly that we still have that weekly candle in play, and price is being squeezed in these between these moving averages. So we're looking for a clear breakout in either way. Let's move over to the pound dollar. I think that's very interesting at this moment. And this is something that our free trial members are aware of, that we were looking for pound dollar, or at least SWAT perspective, we were looking for downside. Of course, ECS Live consists of two parts, SWAT and ChemMACD from Nenet. But from a SWAT perspective, we were looking at least for downside. And we got many patterns here taking place. We had a head and shoulders pattern, this being a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, double bounce to 144 EMA, such a strong level. And that's all explained in my SWAT course. If you are curious about that, feel free to join, of course. We have a rising wedge as well here on the hourly chart. All right, maybe not so strong one, but a little bit. We had a rising wedge as well, like that. Another bearish confirmation there, and the 4-hour chart, sorry, the 4-hour candle was a doji, as you can see, with 2 wicks on both. That's indecision. So anyone that did try to break or trade to the upside, anticipating a break based on that candle, because I too, based on this candle, thought that a bullish continuation would become more likely eventually at this spot. I thought that the head and shoulders level was breaking, but the doji after that would have to make you worried, and would be a good way to probably exit. But in any case, another pattern is a bear flag pattern right here, and price is now breaking through that pattern. And as the trial members know, and the ECS Live members know, SWAT is in a trade setup to the downside at this moment, based on this breakout already from a little bit higher up around this levels here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly, but somewhere there. So looking for a continuation lower, and let's see. First of all, a retest of this support zone around here, the left shoulder, the head, and if it breaks that, then it can go and aim for 125. If for whatever reason this downside is still part of a correction, this being part 1 or A, this being B, then it could bounce at this zone and move up for C. Or it could be a triangle. So you got to be careful of this zone as well. But if it breaks that, yes, then the wave 4 is finished and we are in a wave 5. If it doesn't, this could all still be part of a wave 4. and then later on we'll make that wave 5. Okay, so that's why you got to be careful of that zone. This does look good for downside because clearly the trend is down, but it doesn't mean that price will necessarily fall down to 125 right away. Bearish pressure is there, and a retest at the bottom, though, is at this moment likely. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for joining. Of course, more free material at elitecurrency.com. Here's the link. Hope that you check it out. We got a lot of articles and analysis, of course, on a daily basis. Wish you all great trading in the meantime, and see you on the weekend. Cheers.